But let's do now that Chargers game.
Okay.
Yeah, Cowboys.
Chargers, Cowboys. It's Thanksgiving. You're like a kid when you're at home watching. It's Thanksgiving. So when you're at home and you're a kid and they start to curve that turkey, you're looking at those legs. You're like, I want that leg. But you never get the leg, right? Because they just give you a little bit of the white meat and dark meat. That's the dark meat. And I know about it, right?
Yeah.
So listen, when you're watching the Cowboys, it's the legs. And I'm talking about Dak Prescott's legs. And that's who I want to focus on. That's what you got to pay attention to. Every time I talk about certain games, I want to give you a place where you can direct your eyes to. Listen, through 10 games last year, he had 33 carries, 141. Through 10 games this year, same amount of carries, 34. But he has 247 and 5 TDs. Why am I bringing this up? Because, of course, they are the Zeke-less Cowboys. So even though they got Rod Smith, they got Alfred Morris, they got guys that are going to try to collectively bring together what Zeke brought to the field. But it's all about Dak Prescott and what you're seeing right there on the film. You got to see him use his legs more than he'd ever used them before. If he can do that, he's going to give his team not only a chance to win today, but moving forward in the season. We just saw last week Russell Wilson say, okay, we can't run the ball. They can't protect me in the pocket. Wide receivers are playing well, but not great. I'm going to have to run more than I ever ran before. I'm looking forward to Scott Linehan, the OC, to call runs, design runs, drop back, look for one guy. Don't go through your whole progression. After that one isn't open, Dak, use your legs and be an athlete.
Chargers defense, not so great. I think Almo, it'll be tackle me Elmo.
Tackle me Elmo.
Game today.
He better use those legs, Nate, because I'll direct everybody at home to the guy who's going to be chasing him, the man named Joey Bosa. I love me some Bosa. We call him Joey Brosa. We call him the pit boss because he dresses. He dresses like a guy who approves change out for 100 at the Borgata. We can call him also the best pass rusher you're going to see on television today. Peter, what is that word we use? Is it Schadenfreude? If you have Schadenfreude for the Dallas Cowboys, you want to see them suffer, Joey Bosa is your man today. And I think, guys, he reminds me of someone who is underappreciated on Thanksgiving, a family member. He reminds me of the family dog, all right? He's a kind of a lab Rottweiler mix. He's young. He's 22. He just wants to play. He's energetic. He wants it. He wants some of that food. And if you don't give him that turkey leg, he's gonna go up on the counter and get that turkey leg. You know what I'm saying? He will run through a screen door. He will run through a glass door.
How's he going to do it again?
He's going to go up on there and grab it, and then you chase him, you will never get him.
Okay.
Exactly right. And he just wants to greet people. He's just greeting and wagging. He's so young. He's got all this energy. And today, he wants to greet Rain Dakota Prescott about 2.5 times. That's my prediction. Bosa, it's kind of thing where your grandmother's like, that man's very intense. He's going to hurt somebody out there. Easy, Grandma. That's Joey Bosa. That's what he does. He is the family dog. We love him. I'm looking for Bosa.
Come here, Bosa.
That's right. Come here, Bosa. Come here, Bosa. Boy, you got a biscuit? Get him, Bosa. Go get him. And he sicks him. That's Bosa.
Bosa and Ingram are going to be no joke for Dak Prescott.
No doubt. Ingram, of course.
It's a really, really tough game. Peter, do you want to go now? Or
I do. I will. To me, it's like you've got the haves and the have-nots because on a national scale, I feel like we are fed the Cowboys a lot. And not just this year, but every year. The Cowboys have played on Thanksgiving Day 45 times since the year 1970.
That's right.
See how many times the Chargers have played on Thanksgiving Day since 1970? 0. Today is the first time they'll be playing on Thanksgiving Day since 1970. When was the last time the Chargers were on primetime television? Do you remember? Of course not. It was at 10:30 at night on the East Coast, and Sergio Dip was doing a sideline report.
The time of his life.
It's the time of his life. Hello, Sergio. The Cowboys, they're on primetime every night. It's the 5th time they're going to be on primetime. And I feel like we have to introduce America to the Chargers a little bit. You're talking about Bosa and Ingram, tremendous. We know Phillip Rivers. But how about number 30 on the L.A. Chargers, their second running back, Austin Eckler. Let's bring out the Austin Eckler B-roll.
The rock star.
This guy, undrafted running back out of Western State. Western State is in Colorado. He beat out 6 other running backs in training camp, makes the team. He's had 3 touchdowns in the last 2 games. He wears number 30, and when he scores a touchdown, he does a little thing I call the air guitar. He breaks it out.
The Bubba O'Reilly.
He breaks out the Bubba O'Reilly. He is an air guitar master. He wears number 30. You've never heard of Austin Eckler. The Chargers had never heard of Austin Eckler until he walked into their camp at training camp. Undrafted kid. Let's get to know the L.A. Chargers. Keenan Allen's a player. Phillip Rivers is a player. Austin Eckler is a player.
I like that.
And as much as the Cowboys are America's team, I have a feeling the Chargers might be America's nightmare today.
Oh!
The Chargers are coming to play.
Turkey
They
Dab.
have the
Get to know
best
them.
red zone defense in the league. Their defense much improved. That duo of Ingram and Bosa have the second most sacks in the league of any duo. They have the momentum. That's what I'm looking at. I'm really glad. I mean, they haven't played on Thanksgiving since 1969.
Right.
The momentum is in their favor in the AFC West. I'm looking at the Chiefs. They've lost 4 of their last 5. The Raiders, they've dropped 6 of the last 8. The Chargers, they've won 6 of their last 4. And somebody told me, and everybody always talks about how football doesn't start till about now, right?
That's right. Here we go.
That triple header, the momentum is certainly in their favor. They're on the up and up. Keenan Allen, he is healthy. He is out there making plays. No Sean Lee's going to help. Melvin Gordon, we might get some air guitar out of Austin Eckler there as well. They have what it takes. Phillip Rivers is their quarterback. If their defense keeps playing well, and we can say what we want about Nathan Peterman last week, but let's give the Chargers some credit in what they did in causing that embarrassing performance. They embarrassed them because they played really well. So I'm excited about the Chargers as well. I don't know how I would pick this game. Maybe we will later in the show, but it's close for sure.